listening to the AZ Wildcats podcast. I am your host, Mike Luke, fresh off date weekend at Star Pass. Every now and then, I like to feel cool. I feel very cool now, Scheer. And you are going to be the one that is going to deal with the radiation of my coolness at this moment.
Wow, the radiation of your coolness.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes. But that is where it's at. All right, everybody. Already got the comments coming in hot and heavy. We've got a lot of football to get to. We are going to talk about some football back in the A, left and right. Jerry Reyes, the great Jerry Reyes, and many others already in there. Well, Scheer, we got a lot of football to talk about. Also, should we talk about the girl that can throw the 900-yard pass?
Sure.
I'm going to send that to Jacob Franklin right now. Actually, Jacob Franklin, I would very much like to be able to play this. Scheer, did you text? Scheer, can you send me that again?
Which one? You want the Arizona Cardinals or the one that I saw?
No, the 15-year-old girl that can throw it 500 yards, and we're like, yeah, you might have to keep an eye on her. Oh, I got it. Hold on. I found it. I am sending this to Jacob Franklin right now. This is going to be good. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Should we tease it a little bit?
Yeah, I just sent it to Jacob Franklin, though.
So Aurora's best friend is on the Mountain View, Marina Mountain View flag football team, and we were going to go to one game. I wound up staying for like the whole tournament. We stayed there for like 3 hours because it was so much fun. But Chandler Hamilton, I guess, had the #1 girls quarterback in the nation.
Yeah.
Like she got, it was insane. She graduated. They replaced her with a girl that's going to be a freshman next year. This girl's in 8th grade, Mike. Mm-hmm. I swear to God, I got some heat for it. And I'm not comparing her to boys and tackle football. In that setting,
yeah,
she throws better than most guys I've seen in that setting.
I just sent this to Jacob Franklin. Jacob Franklin, let us know when it is in there. I do apologize for the late, but that is why Jacob Franklin is the great and I am the lame. But I'll also say this. She definitely has caught the eye of people, though. That are in position to now listen. I don't want to go down the whole rabbit hole of where we are in 2024 and everybody getting upset about certain stuff. I'm just saying that it's something to keep an eye on. That is all, and you will see when we show the video.
Yeah, I just know this. Like, there were times where, like the last game, for instance, Fletcher Kelly went out to watch her and was clearly watching her, and he's the director of scouting. And I'm not saying Arizona's offering a scholarship or whatever, but when you watch her, you're like, okay, this is unique, right? And you kind of have to watch it. Like, you kind of be like, oh, okay, this is, like, I saw her, I don't have video of it, but the first play against Mountain View when she played, she literally dropped a 50-yard pass on the sideline right into the receiver's hands.
Right.
And I'm dead serious. Like, there's throws that, like, guys could not make that throw. I don't care if it's 11-on-11, no touch, whatever. There's dudes that absolutely cannot make that throw.
It is definitely something that we will play a little bit earlier. All right, Jacob Franklin has it in. Jacob Franklin, let's show this, and then we're going to get to commits and everything. Yes, here, this is a woman right here. Watch this.
Look at the defenders around the throw too. Like,
no, hold on, that's not the throw. That's not what I was thinking. I had, but there is
the Cardinals throw. I got the Cardinals throw.
Okay, yes. Can you send that to me?
Yeah.
I apologize. That's not the one. And we are going to get to real talk here in a second. I know Bobby from Las Vegas is not happy with this. And yes, I hit the lazy river. Very, very nice. Scheer, message this to me right now, and we will give this to the great.
I'm finding it right now.
Okay. Now, we're also going to get Arizona this was a very, very good weekend for Arizona. All of these people that are talking about all these people that are saying, Arizona, no recruits in 2025. Well, first of all, you're wrong. Second of all, this is a big picture, and we are going to see this. I'm still waiting for Scheer to send me this, though. But all right, Scheer.
I just sent it in our private chat.
Okay, in our private chat, and then I will send this via Jacob Franklin, and then we will get this later on in the. You just need to have Jacob's number. Here, I'll give you Jacob's number right now.
I won't harass you, Jacob. Don't worry.
All right, but you didn't send it to me. So, anyways,
I sent it in our private chat on the thing.
I still haven't gotten it.
No.
Anyway, all right. Let's when it comes across, I'll send it Jacob. We'll get back to that. All right, let's talk some football players. This was a very, very good weekend for the University of Arizona, and a couple of kids were being very, very straightforward about the fact that they actually have committed to the U of A. And I got this from let's see here. I just got this. I'm sending this to Jacob Franklin right now, and here we go, Jacob Franklin. Hold on.
Jacob already has it. How do you not know about the private chat? And I do.
Yeah. Okay. I just sent it to it. All right. Now let's talk about some of these. Let's talk about some of these commits though, or some of these players. Now,
there's 2 public already.
Do you want? Let's talk the public ones.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one that's public is the one that we pretty much told people for months now.
Yeah.
2-check finally went public.
Yep. Long Beach Milliken, 6'2" cornerback. Very, very good. Had an offer from ASU, Cal, a couple other offers. Not the most highly rated guy in the country, in the world, but still a very good player, though, nonetheless. Somebody that the coaching staff has been on for quite a while. They got him. So he has been committed for a while. He went public, though, Jason Scheer.
Yeah, here's all I need to know is that Dwayne Aquino went to a camp where it had talent, but there was a lot of guys playing, and him and Brett Arcee camped in the corner of the end zone to just watch Josh 2-check. And I knew when they did that they were going to land him because it's very similar to like Dwayne Aquino and Arcee when they lock in on a guy. There's a reason for it, and I know he's a 3-star, but we've been consistent in saying this, Mike. We're not trying to blow smoke or anything like that. Always look at a guy's offer sheet.
Right.
Don't necessarily look at his ranking. Look at his offer sheet. If he has offers from, Long Beach State or whatever it is, whatever. But 2-check, ASU, California, like other
legitimately Power 5 schools.
Mike, I just said other Pac-12 schools. I got to get rid of that.
You send it in the private chat. I apologize. Oh, that's where it was. I got it.
Michigan State, Oregon State, the Huskies offered.
Is it a real offer? The Washington Huskies offered?
Yeah, the kid's good. Like he's legitimately good. Nice pickup for Arizona. I like this.
I'm kind of wondering too. Can we blame 24/7 for him not being higher in the rankings?
I have a feeling he's going to move up a little bit. To be honest.
Okay, that would be very, very nice. Let's see here. Now,
if he moves down, I got nothing for you.
What's that?
If he moves down,
we are going to talk.
I got nothing for you. He won't move down.
All right, now, but then this is the Desert Financial Credit Union. This is a special little thing. This is the transaction of the day, my friends. Very, very cool. And new thing. And again, here's the cool thing with Desert Financial Credit Union. Scheer, we've talked about this a million different times. We know many people that use the Desert Financial Credit Union. This is true, Scheer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Erica L. Day uses it. Our good friend Ben One White, who makes a lot more money than we do, uses it, and it's very, very good to be able to do it. And so, again, check it out. This is presented by Desert Financial Credit Union, Arizona's #1 credit union, named by Forbes. Very, very good stuff. Scheer, have you ever walked into a Desert Financial Credit Union outside of Tucson?
Outside of no, I don't think I have.
Right,
but that's my fault.
Yeah, that is your fault. But again,
that's my fault.
Scheer is a lesser man for not being at the Desert Financial Credit Union. But again, that's a transaction of the day. Okay, now let's who's the other one that is official? And then we're going to hint about the people that aren't official because we can still talk about them. Because
probably one of my favorite guys of the class, Sean Robinson. His mom tweeted that
I've got to give. By the way, I got to give Tyler Mattingly credit. Tyler Mattingly on Twitter. So he was on a flight with.
He sent me this too. This
is from Tyler Mattingly. Very, very smart man. He says, just met a wide receiver in the airport that just finished his visit to U of A. His name is Sean Robinson. He said he's here to play football, wide receiver, and run track, and he just committed. He's in the class of 2025. Very, very good stuff. I like this kid a lot. I'm surprised he's not more highly rated, but this is also something, too, where he is a player with a lot of potential. I would like to see him, and look at his offer list again.
Here's the thing that's crazy about Sean Robinson. First of all, you mentioned offer list. Big 12, right? Like they beat Houston for him. They beat your boys at Nebraska, Oklahoma State. Legit offers. Here's the thing that's crazy about him. Often you see a guy that's listed as an athlete, but they kind of know what position he's going to play. Right. Robinson right now is an athlete. They haven't decided if they want him at wide receiver, safety, or defensive end.
Right.
He's got that type of frame. His speed is insane. He's 6'3", 205, runs a 10.3, 10.4,
Right.
ran a 22.18, 200 as a junior. Like he's a freak.
I'm another one. I'm also kind of surprised, to be honest with you, that he's not more highly rated.
Yeah, I buy that.
Because like his offer list looks like it. And again, I would put this guy at wide receiver, honestly. He's big, he's fast. You're probably going to lose T-Mac because unlike ASU, we actually have NFL prospects on the team this year. So you're probably going to lose a few of those guys. So I would very much like to be able to have Robinson at that wide receiver position. And I've seen it before, and I'll say it again. If a guy's a natural wide receiver, you always put him at wide receiver. Always point blank, no ifs, ands, or buts, Jason Scheer.
Yeah, but I think like his main recruiters, again, were Akina and RC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Akina says, look, I can make you an NFL safety at 6'3".
Right.
Right. But he's an athlete, and they are very, very intrigued by the possibility of him rushing quarterbacks.
By the way, my guy Glenn is in here right now. Glenn being very mean. We do not like this, Glenn. You can come here, root for the U of A at any point because rooting for ASU would suck. I totally understand.
I'm actually surprised that all of ASU's commits aren't lower ranked.
Yes, I am as well. I think that's something that we need to talk about. Why doesn't ASU have lower ranked players at this point? Because there's not really one. Now, I will give Glenn this. A lot of ASU guys, well, Colorado is the fan, and we're going to get back to this in a second. Gringo Billy, you're my guy. I actually like Glenn, even though he's trolling right now. The cool thing about Glenn is this. I will always deal with somebody that puts their face and their name on their profile if they're looking to talk crap. The entire Colorado fan base, they are all hidden. They all say all that stuff, all the Dion Meat writers. They're all hidden, and 98% of ASUs are as well. I give Glenn a lot of credit for being able to do that. Glenn, salute emoji, even though you're wrong on essentially everything you say. Now, let's talk about some other guys that are not committed, but probably Arizona's doing really, really well with. Let's talk about Wesley Yarbrough. Now,
yes. Yeah.
I like Wesley Yarbrough. This is Alonzo Carter. We're going to get back to Alonzo Carter here in a second. But this is Alonzo Carter's guy out of Texas, another one with a lot of big-time offers. Would not surprise me at all. Scheer, if he eventually ended up at 4-star status.
Yeah, he's
or
good.
Since he committed to Arizona, maybe he'll go the other way. It'll be a 2-star.
Yeah, like him quite a bit. Think Arizona is in very, 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 very good shape for him. Top 500 kid. Yeah, I mean, look, like here's how you and he's the guy. Like he's the one. They're not going to land 4 running backs in this class. It was kind of hey, you need to decide now, and he did. Jermeco Green, which was a great name. He's deciding on Wednesday. Remember, he was supposed to take an official visit this upcoming weekend. He's not deciding in the next couple days because he doesn't want to visit Arizona. His hand has kind of been
tied.
You know,
yes.
You kind of understand what I'm trying to say here.
Man, you trying to say, dude, we keeping it real.
Yeah, if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah. Ooh. I like that. Very, very street from Jason Scheer. Very much like that.
I'm very street. I grew up in, Agora Hills, born in Beverly Hills. Like that's.
Listen, when you're from the east side of Tucson, past 22nd and Houghton,
okay,
it goes without saying. I repped 931 South Avenida Los Reyes like there was no tomorrow, and that is why the fact that I'm still here, I defied the odds.
When people think of street, Mike and I we're
there are Slauson boys, and then there's Agora boys. Yeah, and that's where Jason Scheer came from, and I repped the east side of Tucson, east side. All right, now, but Yarbrough, though, this is now we need to start looking ahead a little bit here at the running back group. This is Arizona had to obviously add a multitude of guys this past year. So now you're looking at a running back unit next year where you're going to have Pham, Riscano, and theoretically Wesley Yarbrough.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and my guess is I can see them adding a transfer, maybe another high school guy, but my guess is a transfer, but we'll see.
Yeah, but either way, that's a nice little unit there. Now, Prince Road. Prince Road actually can be fairly tough in certain areas.
Hey, I moved away. I lived on Prince Road, and my car got broken into, and so did Shelby's, and we moved.
Here's where I got to give Scheer a lot of credit. Now, Scheer lives in a very nice house now, basically next door to Tony Gimino.
Yeah,
you can egg him. Scheer, you've upgraded. I did not like that house you had by Flowing Wells at all.
I mean, we didn't like it either, but
yeah, it looked like crap. This one is much better, Scheer. I very much appreciate this one.
Thank you, Michael.
Not that you probably care what I think as I am sitting here in my guest room, but you definitely upgraded. And Scheer making a lot of money too, getting a new car as we're at it as well. I think.
Yeah, I had to trade in the old one because the amount of miles scared me. But I upgraded and downgraded at the same time. I got something a little smaller.
Interesting. What do you get now?
I love it. It's a Hyundai Kona.
Kona? How do you spell that? K-O-N-O-A?
They redid the whole car. It's really nice. It surprised me.
Was it like Kanoa Antolin? Was it spelled the same?
Keola.
Or no, was it Keone? Keone Antolin.
It was Keola Antolin, but we could change it
the same way as your car.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Lucas Miracle Miles finest. Hey, Glenn, be nice.
Come on.
That was a below the belt shot. We do not like any of that. Glenn, you are in timeout for that. Actually, you're not. All right, now let's get back to another player that Arizona is doing very, very well with. Very, very well with. Somebody from in the valley in Glenn's neck of the woods. Maybe he's hung out around Glendale. Get it?
We're making all the jokes today.
I'm really funny at times.
On this show, it's not going to get better than this.
This is really, really good. Caleb Jones, a large man. Now, not very highly rated. I think that he's probably going to stay about there. Probably a little bit of a project, but he also has an ASU offer as well, Jason Scheer. So,
I mean, look, he's very successful in state. The staff has clearly prioritized the state. They are not just being like, oh, we're not going to get guys. And, it's a priority. Like, they're going after guys. They saw Caleb. He went to a couple camps and all that. They like him. They offered him. They re-offered him. The old staff had offered him, and they're going to get him.
Now, let's see here. Now, 4 stars. I think Wesley Yarbrough. Now, listen, Scheer. Here's where Scheer is always very, very circuitous when it comes to things. Scheer takes credit for 24/7 when they get the ratings right, but when they don't get the ratings right, guess what Scheer does? He throws his company under the bus and says he had nothing to do with this.
I have nothing to do with the ratings. Football. I will say this though. I have more of a say in football ratings than I do basketball.
Is
like
it because Finkelman control all of the
yeah, like there's a couple guys that have a say in it, but he's pretty much the main dude. Right. Also, like I've known Biggins and Huffman for forever.
And they actually like you.
Yeah. So like I can text them and be like, and whenever there's an Arizona commit, Biggins will test this. The first thing I do is I text Biggins and I say, "Can you give him 6 stars?"
Yes, exactly. Hey, can we talk about the two? We got twins here in at Tucson that are friends of mine. We got him. We got them 2 stars as well. That was very, very big. Yeah. The gates are
2
broken.
Stars. I can get anyone 2 stars.
Yes. Now, what happens when that woman then becomes a recruitable prospect?
2 stars.
Okay, all right. Now we're going to go back to Caleb Jones here in a second. Let's show this video. Jacob Franklin. This is a woman making this throw, and she is very young. That's insane.
That's Marvin Harrison losing his mind, by the way.
That's absolutely. Well, one more time, Jacob Franklin, please. Look at that.
And the girl that caught that is a freak. She was there too.
I mean, and on top of that, too, how old's this girl again? 13?
Yeah.
She's 13. Just saying, in the year 2024, who knows where we're at in the year 2027. So I will see. Now, Armando Duarte. I love Armando Duarte, but watch your mouth. Fam will not transfer after this year.
I actually think it's the opposite. I think he has a after this year, if he remains patient, I think he has a large role.
I think he's got a huge role. And you know what I like? And I can tell you this without that they very much like Alonzo Carter. And we've talked about it before as well. And just real quick, and we'll get back to Caleb Jones. Listen, Pham should have redshirted that first year. He showed up and he was lighter than me. I should not ever be a running back. People that are built like me should never be running backs.
Come on, you kind of look like a running back, Mike.
Oh yeah, no, it's funny. At La Paloma, I had a couple people think that I was Cam Scattaboo, but I am not Cam Scattaboo.
You're bigger than Cam.
I think I am bigger than him. Yeah, much bigger. But I will say that Pham should have redshirted though. Pham should be going into his sophomore year, correct?
Yeah, we said this before, but the coaching staff is incredulous that he didn't redshirt. He came in at 155 his freshman year. How do you not redshirt him?
Right.
And then why didn't you redshirt him? You played him for what?
Yeah, but here's what I would like to do, and this is just me, Mike Luke, nerdy Mike Luke, with absolutely no impact, no inside information on this. I would play Pham in, what is it, 5 games you can play him in?
Yeah.
I would play him in 5 games. I would give him a ton of touches, and I would have him return kicks. I would also have him redshirt this year. You've got a backfield next year of Ruscano and Pham. Sign me up for 2 in case we want seconds.
Yeah, I mean, look, the only thing that changes that is if we finally come across a coaching staff that says, you know what, Speedy is our kick returner,
right?
Right, and we're not going to redshirt him because he is dynamic in that role. My guess is, and I don't think the family is completely against this because I think Arizona has a clear.
They got a good relationship with Pham and his family.
Yeah, play him the 5 games, give him touches in those 5 games, see what he can do. Redshirt him, and then he competes for a starting job next season.
Yeah, exactly. And worst case scenario, he's still getting 10 to 15 touches because unlike the previous staff, these guys actually think that Pham is good. So that is something.
That's not BS. That's not Mike just talking because he likes the family and all that. They absolutely see potential in this staff.
All right, now let's talk Alonzo Carter here for a second. We need to give Alonzo Carter some real kudos. Now, here's where Scheer is smarter than me. I will say that when Scheer told me that Alonzo Carter was being hired, he told me, he's like, man, this guy's a monster recruiter. And I'll be honest with you, Dingledorf, Mike Luke, looking around, I'm like, why has he been at San Jose State so long? And, he's kind of a little bit of an older guy, but why is, and you're like, I don't know, things are different. Listen, took him a few months to get his boots on the ground, as we like to say. But now look at some of the guys that he brought in between, just look at that running back room. It went from nothing, just basically Pham, to being totally loaded. He got somebody to go off to smelly, rainy Seattle that we didn't want anyway. And probably going to be getting Wesley Yarbrough as well, a guy with 4-star potential out of Texas. Alonzo Carter, very good. Sign me up for 2.
And running backs aren't the only position. Like, he's in on pretty much most guys. Like, I don't want to say he's a recruiting coordinator, but he does a lot of what's going on. Like, he was in on Sean Robinson and all that. And so, yeah, I mean, he's a really good recruiter. He's going to land one of his top priority at running back every season. He just is. Like, and there's other guys like D'Amico, they would have been in on. Daniel Bray is another one. I'm not sure if they're still going to bring him in. They might. He knows what he's doing.
Right. One thing that he definitely has a type as a running back as well. I mean, he clearly likes players that are about more built like Scheer, like 5'10", 315.
It depends. He likes yes and no. He likes guys that complement each other. So, like, when he looked at Arizona's running back room, he said, okay, we need a more of a power back. And that's what Ruscano was, right? And so now he's looking at the future, and he's like, okay, I want kind of a guy that when he puts on weight, he's going to be 5'10", 5'11", 210 pounds, and that's Yarbrough. And, like, maybe now he still recruits Daniel Bray because Daniel Bray is 5'9". Like, maybe he says, okay. But, like, D'Amico and what was I going to say?
Keep going. I'm just tweeting out.
And Yarbrough they're similar. So you don't recruit both of them because you don't need both of them.
Again, I got to give him a lot of credit. Also, where I'm very curious to see where this leads Scheer, is there going to be more of an impact in Texas? Because, again, the 2 guys that I like very, very much in this class are, assuming that they come here, Wesley Yarbrough and Sean Robinson, both like them, both from Texas, obviously. And you've also got a nice little connection in California. Lonzo Carter, maybe getting into that little Texas realm along with Northern California, Jason Scheer.
Arizona's recruiting Texas, and if that upsets people, you got to get over it, because
Right.
now that Arizona's in the Big 12, and look, I don't know if the Pac-12 still existed, if this would be the strategy. My guess is it wouldn't, but it is very clear that Texas is a priority state. The coaching staff, when they're allowed on the road, they go to Texas. They're still going to California. They're still going to Arizona, and now they're going to Texas, and they're going to land more guys from Texas. I'm very confident in saying that.
Very confident in saying that. And again, you also got to look in California. They've also done something now. You get guys like Glenn that keep talking about, Glenn keeps ignoring. Arizona has a very, very nice quarterback commit in 2025 that did we actually break that news, Scheer?
What?
When McDaniel committed?
Yeah.
We broke. Even if we did it, we're going to claim that we broke.
No, we did. We did.
We did. Because, this was another one. This was the teamwork. Coach tells me, got a QB commit. I don't know who it is because I don't really care that much. I messaged Scheer within 15, 20 minutes.
No, yeah, we knew. He was one of these guys that are silent, and he kind of wanted to play everything.
Yes.
Like he had visited Arizona quietly because he was committed to Cal, and there's another guy that visited Arizona quietly. I don't want to spoil. He's very adamant his name doesn't get out there, but
Arizona and got a very nice tight end as well, another top 50 type player as well. Exactly. The tight end is going to be very much utilized in this. So, but I think that's what you're looking at, though. I think you're looking at a Texas and California template right there, while rating some of the good players that don't want to stay in the concrete jungle that is Phoenix.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Phoenix.
What's that?
No one wants to go to Phoenix. We're not happy about going to Glendale this weekend.
Oh, no, we are happy because we are going to be hanging out with Frank Caliendo.
Well, we're happy that we get to hang out with Frank, but we'd rather be in Tucson.
We are very happy to hang out. I am very excited to see Frank Caliendo meet Jason Scheer. Here's what I've done for Scheer. Scheer is now friends with Kyle Dodd. This is true.
Yeah, best friends.
Hey, by the way, can we show that video again? This was such an amazing moment. Jacob Franklin, do you still have this video that we can show? Look at it. Look at this. This is amazing what happened here. Look at this. All right, here's Scheer in the flesh, as you can see. Then here's Mike Luke giving a normal handshake to Kyle Dodd. Then Scheer giving kind of a feeble handshake. But look at the embrace. That is what is all about here. That is the community. Jason Scheer, Kyle Dodd, good friends of each other now.
I'm very sociable now. I'm a very sociable man.
You are. We're very, very proud of all of this. So, but where was I going to go with this? Hold on. Let me look at my show notes again. Oh, you know what it's probably time for? Let's get a read or two in here. Now, let's see here. What reads should we get in now? Have you been to Circle K this week, Jason Scheer?
Yeah, I went last night to get gas.
Well, it doesn't really matter because Circle K is not on the reads. But guess what is on the reads? What is our good friend Ben White?
Fruits and the creams?
He is obsessed.
Oh, geez.
He is obsessed with the fruits and the creams. Check it out. Again, OGs. Here's the really good stuff about OGs. When we've talked about this many, many a time, Ben White, a very successful person, and all he can talk about is the fruits and the creams when he gets around us. That's all he does, and it is very, very interesting. Yeah, we are back in the K, but, not on there. To learn more about OG's gummies and where you can find them, head on over to ogsbrands.com. Must be 21 years up to enjoy responsibly. How old is Ben White?
19.
I mean, but Ben White was probably not even old enough to get the fruits and the creams before this.
Yeah, no. But, I mean,
we got to think about that.
That's a good question.
We need to ask Ben how old. If you were to tell me that Ben was 29 or 25, I could see either one.
I'm going to ask right now.
Yeah, I say Ben. But either way, check it out. OGs, all kinds of good stuff. And it's also local as well. You could be supporting local as well. Yes, B. Fleming. That guy doesn't like OGs. He is not cool. Yes, exactly. Now, let's see here. We got all of that in. So two official commits, two ones that I would expect to be very, very official here shortly.
And I will say that there's also a bunch of visitors that Arizona did very well with that are probably a week or so away from deciding. When it's all said and done, this is going to be a very successful weekend.
This is going to be a very successful weekend. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what exactly happens. I have no I have no concern with their ability to recruit the transfer portal. I think they're going to be just fine with the transfer portal. Everybody's asking about how are you going to be able to recruit domestically? How are you going to be able to recruit from a a high school perspective? I think they're going to be just fine. I don't know that they're ever going to bring in a Jed Fish class that was like 17th in the country or whatever it was. But with Brennan, if it's anything around 30 to 35, fine. Sign me up for 2. He's shown that he can produce. He's shown that he can coach. That's all I need, Scheer.
They're going to be fine. I've said this multiple times. People freaking out about his recruiting. It's a good recruiting staff. Like they're going to be fine. They know what they're doing. Geiska, the guy that's in charge of it all, very smart guy, knows exactly what he is doing.
All right, now Mr. Tyler Warden, the great Mr. Tyler Warden, joining late. Yes, Kevon Darton, but do not say that about us, because in the last 2 weeks we have picked up the pace on Kevon Darton, and we do believe that Kevon Darton is probably being undersold. I would be very surprised if Kevon Darton is not one of the starting defensive tackles for Arizona, and it also would not surprise me at all if he had 4 or 5 sacks this year, Jason Scheer.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yes.
I think him and Chuba are probably the starting interior lineman.
And Chuba is also, you got to factor in, is the culture fit that we're also probably forgetting about with Big Bill Norton.
I'm gonna have my eye on that, by the way.
The culture fit?
No, just like I'm curious. Like those are guys where I'm very curious to see how Big Bill does at Texas, how Tia Sedea does at Texas. I'm curious. We're gonna see.
I am curious,
Washington guys. By the way, I heard some scoop on Washington guys this past weekend.
Oh yeah, tell me right now. Nobody's listening. What do?
I'm hearing that there's quite a few of them that are not happy. There's there's a little split. And it comes from a pretty good source going on with it's like he brought in a lot of Arizona guys, but there's also a lot of Washington guys, and a lot of times that's kind of hard to.
Interesting. Yes. Well, I do not want Prysock. Buzz off. No Prysock. That was one of the weakest moves I have ever seen from Prysock, trying to sell his jersey when he already knew he was leaving, then lying about it and saying he got no money from it. Nice try, Putz. We will not support that. But with Washington, though, that would be very nice. I do not care what anybody says. I might get beat up. And Glenn, this is for you. I will root if it was ASU is my second favorite least favorite team this year. It's
Washington was winless.
It's Washington number 1. Yes, Washington number 1. And let's be honest here. If Washington is oh, by the way, Scheer, let me see your new tattoo. Let me see it. Oh, wow. Wow, a cactus. Ooh, nice.
There you go. It's more than a cactus.
I would never get a tattoo. I'm not a tattoo person. But with where are we going with Washington? What's that?
Back to the A on the neck.
Yeah, but basically with Washington, though, I just hope that they lose every single game. That would be very, very, very nice. I don't care. The Kenny, yeah, that's probably true. Back the CAC. That's not too bad. Back the CAC. I like that, Scheer.
I think that might confuse people.
I was going to say, well, we'll just kind of leave it there. So that's that's where it's at. But Washington fans probably not going to be too happy if they have a 4-8 season this year after as wildly successful as Kalen DeBoer was. Period.
Yeah, you're right. I'm excited.
I actually had somebody tell me, and I know somebody posted on this board as well, that Florida is probably not an option for Jed Fish.
It is not. It is not.
And it's from Florida. So I don't know. Something happened. Do not know exactly what it was, but something did happen. I do not know. But Jed Fish, you are stuck in smelly, rainy Seattle for eternity. So that's kind of where we're at. Now, let's get to a little bit of Arizona basketball as well, because unlike ASU, we are good in football and we are good in basketball. So this is going to be a very, very big week. First of all, if you want, you should come up to Section 7 in Phoenix and hang out with Scheer as I introduce him to Frank Caliendo. And guess what? Bruce Pascoe. Bruce Pascoe did not respond to any of our text messages about going. Did he actually end up responding?
Yeah, he did. He said he doesn't know if it's as important as it used to be.
Oh, that's what it made us sad.
No, he said it again yesterday.
So he doesn't know. Is he going to be going or not?
Live Bruce update here.
Yeah, we got a live Bruce Pascoe update.
I don't have Bruce's number saved.
Pasco is ops. How do you not have Bruce's number saved, dude?
I don't know.
Come on, dude.
I
have a big heart emoji next to Bruce.
Could be fun. He's definitely going to be there Friday.
All right. Well, we're going to have to make this one work then.
Yeah.
Where does he corner Tommy Lloyd? Does he corner Tommy Lloyd Friday?
That's a good question. Yes, he has to, because he doesn't know if he's going Saturday.
All right. So he's going to corner. We have to get this on video.
Yeah.
The cornering. It's very impressive how Bruce does it, because there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing that is subtle about Bruce. Bruce will literally just go right up to you as you're talking with somebody, and
that's what I respect about Bruce.
I do too.
He doesn't care about you.
He doesn't care. He doesn't. Done. What's that?
Bruce just gets the job done.
Bruce gets the job done, man. Very few people grind like Bruce. Now, we know one other thing. We're going to get back to some SAR stuff, but let's talk first, though, about the BetMGM Sportsbook app. Okay. Now, if you're looking at unders this year, you might say to yourself, man, I would really like to pick against ASU. ASU stinks. They stink in basketball. They stink in football. Glenn likes ASU. I can pull 3 of these and go against ASU and make Kyle Dodd cry in the process as well. The BetMGM Sportsbook is here for you. Sign up for BetMGM Sportsbook. As you know, use bonus code PHNX. Place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook mobile app for at least $10. You will receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if the bet loses. Now, let's check out show notes for details. But let's hear from the great Shane Diefenbach with a disclaimer.
Bets expire in 7 days. One new customer offer only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
All right, I am going to, the brother's name is Dame. All right, now, I am going to say something here that might get me into trouble. I do not care, because I do not care. I believe, in my opinion, that Arizona will get one of the two, either Will Riley or SAR. I believe that they will get one of those two players. I could be wrong. Again, I am not promising this. This is just me being a dweeb and saying I have a feeling on this one, Scheer. I think Arizona's going to get one of those two. What say you?
Yeah,
nice.
Probably. I would probably lean more towards SAR than Riley right now. But, yeah.
So, but here's the deal, everybody. If Arizona gets neither one of them, you do not direct any of this to me. You direct this all to Jason Scheer. Here's the other thing, too, that we need to talk about with SAR. Not all of these – listen, anybody that's known me knows for the longest – Big 12 Bobby, I'm out of Netflix money, so I know they aren't coming. But one thing that you got to know is this. I've generally been fairly skeptical of the international players. Scheer can definitely attest to this.
Yeah, you hate them.
I think hate is a really, really strong word.
Dislike.
How about stubbornly skeptical?
I'll take it.
Stubbornly skeptical. That's where it is. But so when I look at when I looked at all the Philly B stuff, and I like Philly B, I am going to root for Philly B like no other. I could tell you within 5 seconds that Philly B was probably not going to be able to play at the U of A. I could probably name some other guys. Dame SAR looks totally different than
you just threw Philly under the bus.
No, I like Philly B a lot. And the fact that Philly B was the one that was trying to pick up Boswell in that drunk picture. I love how you could tell that it's Philly B just by his Wildcat shorts and his leg. But SAR is totally different than all of these guys, period.
Yeah, SAR's very talented. He's at the very least, you look like he could shoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
He could shoot. And so the worst case scenario is you add in an athletic shooter. The best case scenario is he's good right away, makes an impact right away, and as a sophomore is really, really good.
And that's kind of we were talking about this on the phone the other day. One thing that we'll get to Orlando and Antigua here in a second. But that is one thing too, that he's probably a 2-year player. He's definitely somebody that is on NBA radars already. I would very much like in this day and age, Scheer, where you're going to lose KJ Lewis, you're going to lose Caleb Love, you're going to lose a lot of good players. If you have a player like Dame Sarr, or I don't think I'm pronouncing the first name right. I do apologize for this. Do you know how it's pronounced? Because somebody did tweet at me and say I wasn't pronouncing it right. I do apologize. But
no, I don't care. We're pronouncing it Dame.
All right. Yes, exactly. It's Dame time. But I will say that from with Sarr, that he and Carter Bryant as sophomores signed me up for 2, literally as sophomores. Yep. Jason Scheer.
Yeah, for sure. This is the way that Tommy, look, anything can happen, transfer portal, blah, 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 blah. But the way that Tommy has lined this up is, yeah, you lose Caleb Love and all that, but you're returning guys for their second year, and hopefully they take a step forward and all that. He built, and he said that before. He doesn't want to be a mercenary program where you're just like your boy, Eric Musselman, where you're just recycling guys every year. He wants some sort of stability.
Oh, dude, you just took a real shot, Eric Musselman. Yeah, 225 lives. Very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate all of you. Now let's make fun of Illinois and Orlando Antigua before we get to some other stuff. This is continued throughout the weekend. Illinois fans, I never said that he will not go to Illinois. I hope he doesn't, because I will be merciless with you if he does not. But this whole thing about how stop talking about him, he is already committed. No, we will continue to talk about him. And why do you care if we talk about them? I do not get this, Scheer.
Who cares? I'll talk about whoever I want to talk about.
Dude, I will literally talk about it all the yeah. I know Erica's in the waiting room.
See some of the things that Erica, Mike, and I talk about.
Yes, exactly. Erica, the great Erica all day, will be on in just a couple minutes here. Be nice.
But, yeah, who cares? Look, all I know is this. If Arizona had Orlando Antigua, we would have to consider that LeBron tries for college eligibility to play for Orlando Antigua.
Let me ask you this. We like Jack Murphy a great deal. Jack Murphy's about the most tireless, on a serious note, probably about the most tireless worker, good dude, period, there is. And he's a very successful recruiter. Let me ask you this. 7 Jack Murphys or a half of an Orlando Antigua?
A third of Orlando. I'll just give me Orlando Antigua's left arm and watch us win the national championships.
By the way, that would be a great Twitter handle, Orlando Antigua's foot. Yes. Oh, and that's the other thing too. Totree's in here. Hey guys, did you know Shedeur Sanders is Joe Burrow? I saw that. Yeah. Colorado fan base.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Did you see that? What a bunch of yeah. Whatever. Yeah. No thanks. I am very much looking forward. Colorado is definitely. Hey, what are our 3 least favorite teams? And then we're going to let the great Erica all day in here. But what are our 3 least favorite teams going into next?
ASU, Colorado, Washington. Done deal.
Period. That's it.
Done deal. You don't have to give it a second thought.
That was literally it. Yes. No, I'll be nice. All right. Now,
do you think if Colorado instead of Dion had Orlando Antigua, they can make a bowl?
If Colorado had Orlando Antigua, they would basically bring in absolutely everybody. And that is, but again, Colorado, here's my 3 least favorite teams going into next season. Colorado, Washington, ASU, not necessarily in that order. Those 3 teams.
Yeah. Coach's on top of it too. Colorado, there's literally nothing likable from Colorado. Like if you're a Colorado fan, like you're the only ones that like Colorado. Right?
Correct.
Like no one else likes Colorado.
Exactly. Nobody else likes you, and you all hide behind Twitter accounts with no faces or names as you talk.
Oh, man, I can't wait for this to be a clip, and then we just get annihilated.
No, but it's good. You know what? We bring it. Yeah, we got broad shoulders here. Sure, you don't have a neck. My shoulders are getting bigger. We're ready for this one. And on top of that, once Dion leaves next year, guess what? You go back to nobody caring about you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Orlando Antigua steps in.
Yes, exactly. Now, guess who's going to step in as well? The great Erica L. Day. Hello, Erica L. Day. Hold on.
Hey, guys.
Erica L. Day, how was your weekend, our good friend?
It was so good. The Mercury beat the Seattle Storm yesterday. Did you guys see?
I mean, listen. When I was at Star Pass, it was one of those things. I had a late checkout, but I was thinking to myself, can I get out of here in time to be able to check out the Mercury?
You know what? That's a fair question to ask yourself.
And I just I wasn't able to do it, but that's why we have Erica L. Day on here. By the way, Erica L. Day, when is your show today? When is your show?
Guys, today at 6:00. And you know what, Rick? I think I could be the next Colorado head coach. I think you're correct. But until then, you can catch me at 6:00 on Mondays and Wednesdays talking about the Phoenix Mercury.
Well, very excited. Scheer, are you going to be in the chat? I will be in the chat tonight.
I should be home. Yeah. I should be in the chat.
But Erica, I need you to do a favor for me. I need you to remind me, though. That is all. When my ADHD gets going around that time, I start thinking about dinner. I start thinking about, what I need to do, all of that. I need Erica all day to help me with this.
I just think it's pretty cool that you guys are taking a few minutes of a break out of your MNBA finals to check into my Mercury show.
Oh, the MNBA finals.
Yeah,
by the way,
another MNBA game tonight.
By the way, we have to be clear about this. I'm going to issue a disclaimer every time. NPOB, I think, told me I should issue a disclaimer. Maybe it wasn't him, it was somebody else. I am mocking the term. I am not using this term seriously. I am mocking the MNBA term, but it makes me laugh a great deal. And guess what? I am in this to be able to make myself laugh. This is true.
And listen, my disclaimer is that Mike is making fun of everyone except myself.
Correct. Yes, correct. All right, now I got some WNBA questions from an MNBA fan.
Wow.
Angel Reese. I know like 4 players in the MN. I know more than 4 in the MN. What is going on with this? Is she intentionally trying to hurt Caitlin Clark? And can we get her out of this league? I do not like watching her. I do not like her interviews. I like nothing about her.
I'm going to be real with you. The answer to your questions is no and no. They're not going to just get rid of her. And second of all,
we kick her out of the sport entirely. It's a good question,
I don't think that happens. I could be wrong, I guess. I don't know for sure, but I don't think that's going to happen, no.
Scheer, we both agree. This one is a putt. She's a putz.
Look, MNBA is trailblazing. And what better way than to kick a girl out of your league for getting a flagrant?
Right? No, you mean the WNBA is.
Yeah, you were close, Scheer.
I don't know. It's all very confusing. I don't assume gender, so it's all very confusing.
Yeah, like with the
quarterback. You know what? I always Draymond Green actually had a good point. I don't know if you saw the video, Mike.
Dream and Cream? That sounds like something Ben would like.
Draymond Green.
Oh, I thought you said Dream and Cream.
Where he basically said, I think it was actually about Carter. Kennedy, I don't know. She doesn't spell her name. But he said, look, if you're going to be the villain, awesome. Stand on it. Like, Draymond's like, I'm the villain, and I accept it. Like, Angel Reese should accept it. Don't be like, well, I guess there's a special whistle. Or, no, you killed a girl. Like, right, you went after her. You fouled her hard. Accept it. Be like, yeah, I fouled her hard.
Yes. Now, Rick Barons, the great Rick Barons. Very good point right here. What do you think about this, Eric Alday? Maybe we can kick her from the WNBA and she can sign with the Lakers in the MNBA.
I hate the Lakers, so let them have her.
All right. Now, but Caitlin Clark, though, really starting to pick it up. I've become a Caitlin Clark fan because of this.
You've become one, or you already were one, Mike?
I don't know. Like,
Mike, come on. Mike, you told us that Caitlin Clark is the best women's basketball player of all time.
Best college player. Oh, no.
No. You thought that she was the best ever, and you backed off a little bit. And then last night, you finally realized, wait a second.
Oh, my gosh, there's more.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but still, she's definitely she's gonna go down as the best, though, I believe.
You know what, Mike? I do want to just let you know that I think you're going to have a lot of fun watching Big 12 women's basketball this year.
Big 12. But here's the thing.
I think you're wrong implying that Mike is going to watch Big 12 women's basketball this year.
I am going to rely on Erica L. Day for my coverage of this.
There is zero chance that Mike watches any Big 12 women's basketball this
Not
year.
even one with me, Mike. What if there was a takeover at Arizona?
I would
ASU
watch with Erica
basketball?
L. Day.
We'd watch one game against two. We'd watch Arizona versus ASU. We'd watch.
Right.
And then when Haley Van Lith comes to town with TCU, I think everyone should.
Which is the one? No, which is the who's the player that we very much like? No, maybe that's a WNBA.
WNBA.
Who's the player that we very much like?
No,
Mika,
but you
like Sophie. You're a Sophie fan.
Yeah, you've got to come to a Mercury game so you can see Sophie.
I cannot. I'll be honest with you. I hope Adia Barnes does well, but watching that is like watching paint dry. It is very, very difficult to watch that offense. It is. I don't know what they're doing.
They only play defense. What, Mike? I don't know what offense you're speaking of.
Well, and I'm still of that. I want. The Cavender twins. Are they still playing? They're delightful.
No, they're back at
Miami. They're at Miami. Yeah.
Aren't they worth like $2 million or something?
They retired from basketball and now they're back.
Yeah, they're not worth as much as I thought.
Yeah.
Who's the best girls team in the Big 12? Like, who's the favorite?
If you had to ask me, Iowa State or TCU, if you had to ask me right now.
Iowa State or TCU?
TCU had a lot of good pieces. They had a lot of injuries last year.
TCU, not Kate Reese.
Maddie Connor.
Kate Connor, or not
Kate Iowa Connor. State and Baylor have the top 2 odds to win the title.
I'm actually shocked about Baylor, but.
And, Arizona, nowhere to be found. Oh, good Lord. Arizona's, Mike, if you want to make some money, Arizona's plus 25,000
to win the women's BetMGM Sportsbook app.
Yep. Only South Carolina's the favorite, but you can, if you scroll down a little bit, good bet. Bet $1.
Brad Rich, you're actually giving me more credit than I deserve. Mike talks about women's hoops like my wife talks about the NFL. Not much going on there. Correct. This is true, but I am. But all right, now Diana Taurasi. I texted Erica Elday and Scheer this yesterday. Diana Taurasi, is she considered the best WNBA player of all time?
Probably.
When you talk about the GOAT, when you think about the GOAT in terms of women's basketball, Diana Taurasi is definitely the biggest thought I have.
Yay or nay?
To me, yes. The only other player that you could argue right now is Stewie, and I don't think that she's deep enough in her W career to argue that.
My list was good.
Yeah, Scheer's list is good.
Who's the best ever, Scheer?
It's Taurasi, Stewart, Cheryl Miller. Those are your 3.
Yeah, but Cheryl Miller's playing back. Like, that's like when people say
the problem is there was no WNBA.
That's like when people say that Jim Thorpe was the best the best football player of all time. Well, he was playing at the Carlisle Indian School. He wasn't playing like in 1913. Like, no, he really was. That was the name of the team that he played for.
I like Shamika Holtzclaw. I'm going old school.
Oh, Tennessee.
She was good.
Interesting. Who's the best player to ever come out of the U of A into the WNBA?
It's Adia Barnes.
Is it Adia Barnes?
It surely is, with the Seattle Storm.
Was she actually good?
In fact, they just honored her about a week ago when the Mercury was there. Actually, they just put her in like a little Ring of Honor situation.
Is she good in the WNBA? I'm gonna look this up.
How long was she in the WNBA?
I want to say like 8 years. I could be wrong, I guess.
No.
WNBA. Let's see.
She was only in the WNBA for 6 years.
Well, isn't that more than anything? Isn't
that's only 2 years less than I said?
Yeah. She was only with the Storm for 2 years.
Glenn, look at Glenn's remark. Oh, that's awful. Look at Glenn's remark in the chat.
That could be true.
Glenn just said, and I do a very bad job of this. Glenn just said that Chase Budinger was the best woman out of Arizona.
Dude, Adia Barnes holds 22 records for Arizona. Good Lord.
No, she was really good. She also, like I told you, she dated players on the football team.
I would just like to, I don't know if you're looking at her Wikipedia page right now, but I don't know who chose her photo for her Wikipedia page, but they should change that.
Why? Let me see. Show it right now.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at the best.
She doesn't look like she did when she played at the U of A.
It's so blurry.
Can you write? Well, yeah, it's very blurry, especially. Can you put?
Was she better than Ithia Beckway? Remember her, Mike?
Ithia Beckway, yeah. Oh, you know who's? I think her brother was Akina Beckway, who played in Maryland, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Glenn, best women's basketball player ever was Chase Budinger. But all right. So, what do we need to know about the Merc though? Kalia Copper. Very, very good. Is she still the best player in the WNBA?
In fact, Mike, she's actually gotten better. She is leading the league in 30-plus point games with 5 currently. Wow. And the Mercury take on the New York Liberty tomorrow, which is going to be a pretty exciting game, if I do say so myself. It's Stewie's first visit to the Valley this year, so it's going to be fun.
Very, very appetizing.
Yes, yes, yes. And so you'll have to tune in today at 6 o'clock on the PHNX Mercury Show for me to yap about it.
All right, now that's called a tease. I will be there. All right, now I think Jacob Franklin. I am curious. I'm going to be yelled at by Jacob Franklin. The show has gone over 50 minutes. I do apologize. But on that note, Jason Scheer, where can they find you?
WildcatAuthority.com, Wildcat Scoop Podcast with Shelby, and on every Mercury show with Eric.
Oh, Jacob Franklin just said I can go as long as I want. That means I'm going to go for a few more minutes. I am excited.
No.
I'm excited. This means we can talk about whatever we want. But Erica, when is Mike producing? We're still in high-level negotiations on this. We will make this happen. Jacob, are you guys going to trivia night? No, Jacob Franklin made it very clear to us that we're not allowed to sit with him at trivia night.
Jacob's like, hey, are you guys still going? We're like, no, you made it very clear that we're not wanted here.
We're not wanted there. We do not go where we're not wanted. So
and we're wanted everywhere.
Yes, exactly. Now, maybe let's see. Mike has producing control now, Jacob. This stream is now 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. We will be going live until 2 o'clock, Erica L. Day. And so yes. But what else
Jacob,
do we need?
you are never getting my show notes for the Mercury Show. I'm going to be too busy comparing Del Tacos with Mike.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. But where is the what's going on with the Merc? Are they how good are the Merc?
I'm gonna look this up right now, Mike.
They're 6-6, I believe. If I recall, they just got back to even yesterday.
Ooh, nice.
But to be fair to them, Brittany Griner is like impossible to replace on the floor, and so she's played now 4 games with the Mercury, and they're 2-2 through those 4 games. I think that the Mercury has enough new pieces that you have to give them a little bit of grace in order to kind of find their style. I think that they, like I said, a lot of new pieces, just got to mesh well together.
Eric, I'm looking at the BetMGM odds right now, and the Aces are still the favorites to win the WNBA title.
And listen, that's nonsense. I'm going to be honest with you. If you had asked me at the beginning of the season, I would have told you that they were three-peating. But now that
I thought that as well the whole time.
Yeah, now that we're almost a third of the way through the season, that is not the Las Vegas Aces.
Right behind them is the Liberty. It goes Aces, Liberty, Sun, Lynx, Storm, big drop-off, Mercury.
I have some really, really hot takes regarding the Liberty, so I'm actually saving those for the show tonight.
Are you saving those for show? By the way, when you heard Scheer say it goes and then he names a list, do you think that there's any chance that Erica is going to know who sings this? It's very, very very famous song from a very famous rap musician. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and then me. But in this industry, this industry's filled with a lot of envy. So when I'm not put on this list, it don't offend me. You don't know who that is, do you, Eric Alday?
I was going to look up, what's that guy that Steven and you were talking about in the chat? Is it that guy?
Nip Hustle, mom. Nip. No, it's not Nip Hustle. No. Nip Hustle. The most street.
Give Erica,
Glenn, I know that. I couldn't say that word, but yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
Same skin tone as you, Erica. That should narrow
Eminem.
There you go.
There you go. Hey, you want to hear some other good one? You take some Big and some Pac, you mix it up in a pot, sprinkle some little yellow top. You know what you got. You got the realest and illest killest tied up in a knot. The juggernauts of this rap, like it or not.
Mike, I have a question for you. I know this is your show, but when you were, did you play Rock Band like on the video game?
I never played it. Oh, so many tears! I shed so many tears.
I think we should get that and arrange a group Rock Band, night with Brielle on the drums.
No,
Scheer can play guitar. You can be the singer.
I am very, very good. I'm very good. I would excel at this. I like Nippy Hustle a lot. Nippy Hustle is fantastic. But on that note, though, all right. But I would do this, Eric, all day. This would be a fun time.
I agree. I think it would be a blast, and I think the content that would arise from this Rock Band occasion would just be impeccable.
Hey, you want to hear something? So, like at Star Pass, on that, like they have that like lazy river. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I was getting up to go in it, and there was some earring was on the ground, and this lady asked me if this was my earring. Can you imagine me wearing an earring?
It wouldn't look bad.
Like a
ring.
little dangly cross.
Yeah. It couldn't be like a diamond stud. It had like a hoop.
Remember, like the big Barry Bonds necklace or the earring that he had? Look up Barry Bonds' earring right now.
That would be it. You can do that.
Look up Eric.
I'm looking it up.
Barry Bonds' cross earring. That thing hung down to like right here.
I think
that's exactly what I mean.
Is that what I should have?
Yes.
You're like a Jewish star, though.
I'm not Jewish.
Yeah, aren't you though?
I mean, you're married. I mean, you're married to one, even though she says you're not. So, all right, but I picture Mike with an earring and a tattoo that says "No regrets, no regrets, my friends." But yes, I'm trying to think. What's your fit? Let's see. Hey, Erica, here's another one, and then we'll sign off because I'm just being stupid at this point. His palms are sweaty from mom's spaghetti. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous and ready, but when he looks, he sees mom's spaghetti. I'm just going to keep talking about mom's spaghetti. Go.
Go where?
No, who is this?
Oh, it's Eminem again, right?
Oh,
look at you.
Look at Erica L.
But Mike, I have bad news for this one.
Huh.
You actually sang this song for me already on the way to Las Vegas. So I actually already
recorded it and everything.
Oh, yes, that is recorded. Didn't you tweet it out too?
I surely did. This is back when I was small time. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, this is Bianca, only one of the dogs that actually likes Erica in the house.
Oh, yeah. Did you actually end up ever paying Erica or no?
Yeah. We paid her in love and affection.
Oh.
I don't know. Shelby's in charge of that.
Is there room for Mike's? Oh, is there room for Mike's farts in the new Kona? Ooh,
no, you cannot do that in front of Shelby. She will kick him out of the car.
Ooh.
I don't blame her.
I'm very excited. I'm going up with Scheer to Vegas and coming back. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for farts.
That ride coming back is going to be brutal too because we have to come back the day of.
So what are we going? What day are we going back?
No, like so Arizona's going on media day. We're going back to Tucson that day.
So what day are we going up? Sunday?
I don't know. No, the day
Is
before.
It a Monday, Tuesday thing?
No.
Yeah.
I think it's a Tuesday, Wednesday thing.
So we're going up Tuesday and coming back Wednesday?
No, we're coming up
Monday and then coming back Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Buffalo spot. Very, very good point. So
we're going up Monday and coming back Wednesday. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Buffalo spot though, yesterday, and then we'll get off. I'm sorry, I'm just tangentiating. Buffalo spot. They have been there the last 2 times I've gone there on Sunday. They have not taken card. They just take cash. So guess what I did? I said I will not be denied it this time. I went down to the CVS on University and I got a large soda, and then I used that to be able to get cash back. So then I came back and I said, I will not be denied Buffalo spot. Large buffalo fries, extra order of chicken, barbecue sauce, and an extra order of the little special sauce that they put in the back fridge. That is my order, Brad Rich.
He eats it on the toilet too. It's great.
I got a pretty strong stomach. All right, let's see here. All right, now we're going to sign off here because again, Jacob Franklin's got other things to do, and this has gone totally off. Is our new car? Is it really a new car if Mike's flatulent hasn't christened it?
Yes.
All right. Well, like I said, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm very much looking forward to it. But Erica L. Day, remind people again where they can find you.
Listen, go follow me on Twitter right now at Erica Lee Day with a K. And then tonight, 6:00 on the PHNX Mercury podcast. And you can find that on the same station that you're watching this podcast on right now.
All right. Scheer, one last time. Jacob Franklin, that's for you. That's 8, but this will be the last one.
WildcatAuthority.com, Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby at Jason Scheer on Twitter.
All right. And I am merely Mike Luke. We will be back with you tomorrow, 10:30. But for Eric L. Day, Jacob Franklin, Jason Scheer, I am merely Mike Luke. You've been listening to the AZ Wildcats podcast.
We all silly like the mayor.